AATV, and today we are reviewing
two American classics. Those magnificent pieces of US arms history are as American as burger and fries.
Ever wondered why the hamburger is called after Germantown? And fries, those are Belgium. What about two classic West ladies, like the State of Liberty and Pamela Anderson?
No, Pamela is Canadian and the State of Liberty is gift of French. What about Rolling Stones and AATV?
No, that's Commonwealth music. Brits and Aussies, but American football.
No, that's a mix of European soccer and British rugby.
Come on. Whatever. Let's continue with our review of two American classic as of brands.
Both are made in Asia, of course.
This is something a lot of people, including me, have been looking forward to. The WE M14. It's now readily available from your Hong Kong online retail and costs about $350 US. Right from the moment you're removing this piece from the box, you will notice how hefty it is. The whole gun weighs about 5 kilograms. What should be metal is metal on the M14, and the barrel, magazine and cocking lever are made of steel. The finish is a nice military grey one. A downer for realism freaks, no markings. Even though the stock is plastic, it feels very strong. Of course, it's not as beautiful as real wood, but I'm sure there will be aftermarket wood stocks and EBR type stocks available soon.
The KG Works M4 is one of the lesser known gas blowback M4s. It was designed by the Japanese airsoft manufacturer Tanya Kobar. It costs about $300 US in Hong Kong online stores. It's full metal, weighs about 3 kilograms and oh boy, this gun is as massive as my real M4. There is no wobble on the barrel, on the receiver or the grip. Just a little bit on the handguard and the stock, but that's not too serious. The finish, on the other hand, is a bit too civilian for my taste. Shiny black and no markings at all. The mag has the design of the thermal magazine. I would have preferred the classic look.
The M14 is as classic as it gets. No rails, no scope mount, no nothing. Of course, it's just a matter of time until aftermarket parts like scope mounts and new stocks will arrive. Good news for realism freaks, the M14 could possibly take real stocks, and that's because it disassembles like a real M14. Simply push the trigger guard forward and remove the trigger unit. Now you can remove the stock from the barrel section. This procedure allows you to access the hop-up wheel, which is located here. The included Allen wrench can be also used to access the hop-up without disassembling the gun. Pull the bolt back and try to fiddle it in here. It's not really the easiest way to get to the hop-up, but it's better than having to disassemble the gun every time. This rear metal piece can be flipped up and be rested on the shooter's shoulder. It assists when aiming long times. At the rear of the stock is a trapdoor that can be used to store different stuff, like spare parts and the loading tool.
The M4 has the traditional look. The carry handle can be removed to install various types of sights. If you want to increase the tactical look, no fear. You can install electric gun barrels and front sights like a GB one. This pretty much enable you to create tons of M4 gas blowback variations. The retractable stock has 5 positions. Some real M4 stocks, like the crane stock, fit on the stock tube. This assembling works like on the real M4, unless that you need a hammer to remove the rear bolt. If you made it, just open the receiver and remove the bolt. When reinstalling, be careful to align the rubber band correctly.
The magazine holds 20 BBs. The gun comes with an additional magazine spring. If you install it, the magazine will hold 30 BBs. But we at AATV love realism, except for the part when you die when you use real guns to shoot each other. So for the rest of the review we will be using the 20 round magazine. To install the magazine, put the front in first and then the rear. Now pull back the bolt lever to cock the hammer. If the hammer is cocked, the safety can be engaged here. To switch from semi to full automatic, rotate this lever 180 degrees until the A faces towards you. Now here's one of the best parts of the M14. The sound. The M14 is really noisy and delivers a strong and fast blowback. If the magazine's empty, the bolt will lock back. Use this lever to release it. The FPS ranges from 360 to 390. That's not very constant, but this ain't a sniper rifle anyway. One gas charge is enough for 4 magazines.
Regarding to KJ, the magazine holds 30 pp's, but can squeeze up to 38 in it. The magazine also has a blank firing mode. Pushing this lever down allows you to fire without pp's. As on the real M4, pull the bolt back to cock the hammer. The hop-up adjustment can be accessed here, even when the bolt is in the forward position. The fire selector works very crisp, nothing to complain here. The recoil is fast, but not as strong as on the M14. This thing is real loud. All the metal increases the sound and nearly makes your ears ring when firing. The power of green gas is about 410 to 420 FPS, making it one of the strongest out-of-the-box gas blowback rifles. This can be a disadvantage because it's over most FPS limits, so a company named Cradle Airsoft makes a reducer which reduces the FPS without using 134 gas. One gas charge will be enough for 2 magazines.
The M14 really turned out nice. And if you spend some money for a better stock, or a real stock maybe, it also will look great. Of course, the M14 isn't really a good skirmish gun, especially if you're playing against those high cap lamers. But every hit you score with your 20 round magazine will be so much sweeter.
The M4 lacks on realistic looks to the shiny color. On the plus side is the possibility to use electric gun front sets and the good stability. The blowback is not as strong as another blowback M4s, but this increases the lifetime of the internals and allows a higher out-of-the-box power. To tame the beast, you should probably invest $20 for a velocity reducer.
So that's it for today's video review of 2 all-American gas blowback rifles.
All American like popcorn.
Well, that was stolen from the American natives.
Chewing gum.
Sweden 9,000 years ago.
Nuclear bomb.
Oh come on, take history lessons.
Okay, I got it. Arnie, the Governator.
You didn't just say that.
Come on, what's wrong with Arnie? He'll be the next president of the US anyway.